If I woke up tomorrow with no money, no equity, no companies, no assistance, no safety net, just my brain, an internet connection, and 90 days, I wouldn't panic. I'd feel pressure, sure. But pressure is just a spotlight that shows you what actually matters. Most people who lose everything never really come back. It's not because the world is rigged against them. It's because they try to rebuild their old life instead of building the version of themselves that can't be killed as easily next time. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I'd do in the first 90 days if I lost it all in America. Not motivational fluff. A step-by-step operating plan. You'll see why most people stay stuck at rock bottom. The 3 lists that control the quality of your comeback. How to turn yourself into a problem solver for hire and get paid immediately. The leverage strategy that can take you from a few thousand a month to tens of thousands a month fast. And why protecting your future self from your future self is the final boss in this game. Let's start with the brutal truth. Why most people never recover when people lose everything. Business, job, relationship, money. They usually do one of 3 things. They freeze. They distract themselves, or they try to recreate the exact life that just imploded. All 3 are basically the same mistake. They're reacting emotionally instead of redesigning the system. If I lost everything, I would not start with, how do I get my old lifestyle back? I'd start with, what version of me do I need to become so this can't kill me again? That means the first 24 or 48 hours are not about making money. They're about clarity. The 3 lists that determine your comeback. Day 1, 2. On day 1, I would sit down with a notebook and make 3 very specific lists. List 1, unfair advantages, everything you already have, that the average person doesn't, skills that are actually valuable in the market. Engineering, sales, systems, design, content, operations. Proof of work, projects, results, things you've shipped. People who would pick up the phone if you called. Hard environments you've already survived. Even at 0, you are not really at 0. You have code you've already compiled in your brain. List 2. High-value problems. You can solve the world. Doesn't pay you for your sadness. It pays you for solving painful problems. So I'd ask, what problems can I fix fast for other humans or businesses? What can I do that moves the needle on revenue, cost, or time for them? Think. Close more sales. Automate boring workflows with AI and code. Fix broken funnels. Run ads that actually convert. Clean up messy operations. List 3. Multipliers. These are the things that turn one person's effort into many people's results. Code, media, video, writing, content, systems, and automation teams. These 3 lists become your blueprint. If you rebuild your life without them, you're just guessing. Once those are clear, the next 30 days are about one thing: cash flow fast. Phase 1, days 130, become a problem solver for hire. If I lost everything, the first 30 days would be ugly. Sleep at a cheap place. Eat basic food. No Netflix, no luxuries, no fake lifestyle. You're not optimizing for comfort. You're optimizing for optionality. The mission in this phase is simple: stabilize, build runway, prove you can create value on demand. Here's exactly what I'd do. Step 1. Set a minimum survival number I'd calculate. Bare bones rent or room share. Food. Basic utilities. Transport. Let's say that comes to $2,000 a month. That's your oxygen requirement. Step 2. Sell time for cash. Immediately for the first 2-3 weeks. I don't care if it's glamorous. I would take the highest head-paying job or contract I can get in days, not months. Sales, support, manual work, freelance, gig platforms, stack shifts, early mornings, nights, weekends. This is just to stop the bleeding. You can't think long-term if your brain is screaming about rent. Step 3. In parallel, start pitching as a problem solver for hire. At night, and in any spare hour, I'd use my 3 lists. I'd reach out directly to small businesses, founders, creators, agencies, with messages like, I help type of business, get specific result, in time frame. If I don't create at least X in extra revenue or save, U hours for you in 30 days, you don't pay me. Examples: I'll fix your broken sales follow-up system with AI, so you close 10-20% more leads in 30 days. I'll rebuild your onboarding so your support tickets drop 30% this quarter. I'll create and test 10 new offers for your email list and only get paid on the winners. You don't start by asking for a salary. You start by being a walking ROI machine. The goal: cover that $2,000 survival number, then hit $3,000, $5,000 in monthly income as fast as possible. That gets you out of panic mode. Phase 2, days 31-60. Turn effort into leverage. Once basic cash flow is steady, the game changes. Most people stay in phase 1 forever. They just keep selling time. If I lost everything, I'd give myself a strict rule. By day 30, some of my hours must start creating systems, not just income. Here's how I do it. 1. Productize the problems you're solving. If you've helped 3 clients with similar issues, you don't have a job anymore. You have the beginnings of a productized service. For example, I powered follow-up engine for coaches and agencies. Done a for you YouTube operations system for busy creators. Onboarding and automation package for SaaS startups. You standardize the promise, the process, the pricing. Now you can sell it repeatedly, hand parts of it to other people or tools. 2. Add leverage layers, code, media. People leverage is how you go from $3,000 a month to $25,000 a month quickly. There are 3 main levers: code fed tech, automate repetitive parts of what you do with AI, scripts, and tools. Every workflow you automate gives you more clones of yourself. Media, document the problems you solve and how you solve them. Short videos, threads, posts. Let content bring clients to you instead of only cold outreach. People, once you have predictable demand, bring in contractors to handle pieces of the work while you focus on higher value decisions. In practice, between days 31 and 60, my schedule would look like this: 50-60% of time delivering high ROI work for clients at premium rates, 20-30% building and refining systems, templates, automations, 10-20% publishing content that demonstrates proof, case studies, and thinking. The target by day 60 is very specific: a clear offer that solves a painful problem, proof that people will pay well for it, at least one leverage layer starting to kick in, automations, content, or a helper. That's how you can jump from a few thousand per month to $20,000, $25,000 in a short window. You stop acting like an employee and start acting like a tiny, focused company. Phase 3, days 61 and 90. Protect your future self from your future self. If you stop at phase 2, you will rebuild, and then you will probably blow yourself up again. The hardest part is not the comeback. It's not repeating the same crash. That's where protecting your future self from your future self comes in. On day 60-90, I do 3 things. 1. Build automatic defense systems for money. The goal is to make it harder for impulsive you to sabotage builder you. So I'd set up automatic transfers. A fixed % of every payment goes straight into an investment account. Another % into a runway foodie emergency account until I have at least 6 months of lean living expenses. Keep lifestyle artificially low, even as income rises. No car upgrades. No housing upgrade yet. No random subscriptions. Your nervous system will scream to reward yourself. You reward yourself with optionality, not liabilities. 2. Standardize your 90-day operating system. If your comeback depends on motivation, you're dead. So I'd write out daily non-negotiables: outreach, delivery, system building, health. Weekly scorecard: leads, calls, revenue, time and deep work. A simple rule: if something worked this week, it becomes a system, not a one-off. The idea is to turn your 90-day sprint into a repeatable engine, not a heroic fluke. 3. Choose the next leverage horizon by day 90. I'd ask, what is the highest I leverage move from here? Options: raise prices and go up market. Turn your service into a scalable product or membership. Build a small team and step further into design strategy. Or pivot into a bigger market using the same core skills. The key is, you do not use your new income to rebuild your old fragile life. You use it to build a version of you that doesn't go back to zero next time the world swings a hammer. Because here's the real point: losing everything is not the problem. Being easy to kill is the problem. If you build yourself into A person who can create value on demand, with skills that are hard to automate, with systems that multiply your effort, with defenses that make you hard to knock out financially. Then losing everything once becomes an origin story, not a death sentence. If you're watching this and you feel like you're at rock bottom or heading there, don't wish for comfort, wish for leverage, wish for a clear 90-day mission. Take a notebook. Write the 3 lists. Start selling yourself as a problem solver for hire. Then turn that into a system that pays you more than you consume. Do that for 90 days with insane honesty and intensity, and you won't just get back to where you were. You'll become someone who never has to fear losing everything again. If you want more blueprints like this, not generic motivation, but actual operating plans, subscribe, drop where you're starting from in the comments, and set your own 90-day clock. The future doesn't care that you fell. It only cares what you build next.